everybody, and welcome back to this episode of In the Cut. My name is Saint Missy, and I am so happy to be here today with TEIRON. How are you doing tonight?
I'm all right. I'm honored to be here. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Where we're going to go a little bit more in depth into who you are as TEIRON, not the artist, but the human, the TEIRON that dates, the TEIRON that loves. And I want to get to know that side of you. Sounds good?
That sounds great. I do all of those things.
Period.
Question number one. Do you heal or do you outside until you forget?
Question.
Well, I heal 100%. I lie to myself first, and I do outside in the beginning, but I eventually heal.
Let's say that you are in the healing process, and then someone comes in and they're like, same person comes in, let's say, and say, well, TEIRON, I miss you. Can we talk? I feel like we need closure. What would you tell that person?
Call me. No, I'm just kidding. Well, for me, before I start to X something out of my life, literally and metaphorically, I have to be done with it. I know me, and I feel like I'll continue to test myself or see how much I could put up with until I'm absolutely done. And then once I am actually done, there's no coming back to that. That person wouldn't even have the access to be able to tell me that they miss me. It would really be done.
That's smart. That lets you know, don't mess with him. And definitely don't break his heart, because you're never going to hear from him again.
And you will be in a song.
Period. Oh, don't end up in a song.
You don't want to do that. What's one red flag you admit you have?
Oh,
I have a bunch of them, and that's what I talk about. And Thanks for Nothing, which is out everywhere now. But one red flag from me, I can be a bit selfish. I know what I want, and I like what I want. And I feel like as my partner or somebody in my life, you should be willing to give those things to me. But that's not to say that I don't reciprocate that same energy. I could be a bit needy sometimes.
Well, here's the thing. I know a lot of people look at being needy as probably a selfish thing, but when you know what you want, it more so sounds like these are your requirements in order to be in a relationship with someone. So I think that's totally fine and not toxic at all.
Valid, right?
Oh, period. I'm on your side. I don't think that's toxic, to be honest.
Well, a lot of people would, because I guess it is supposed to be like, and I think of it as 50-50 in my mind, because whatever you want for yourself, I want to try to give you that too. But when I don't get those things, it doesn't look pretty. It's not good.
Give him what he wants.
That's
okay?
It. That's it. Do you fall fast or pretend you don't? I pretend that I don't. I act really tough and hardcore, but I fall very fast. I can fall in love in 2 days. That's all I need.
Oh.
But I also feel that I think love is supposed to be easy. I think we were made to love. And if we didn't have those things, we wouldn't be human, we wouldn't be a society. So what's wrong with loving a little fast?
You only got one life.
Exactly.
I fell in love probably the first 3 days I started talking with my current partner. So I just knew. And I think it's very common with creatives to just love and love hard. You can't skip that. That's just part of being creative. You're always connected to those emotions in order to create.
Exactly. I think all creative people are like, I think they just feel really intensely, and love is just one of the strongest feelings you can have.
I agree. That's why so many people write songs about it.
About love, that's all we talk about. Do you prefer loyalty or excitement? Be honest. That did put me on the spot. I think, now the Capricorn in me, loyalty is respected loyalty. I do like to have fun. I am young and fly and turned up, so I do like a little bit of excitement. But as I'm getting older and as I'm learning and going and writing the next album.
Good. It seems like you're growing in the way that you do things. And that's always a good signal as an artist, for you to constantly grow from those emotions, from those behaviors. We have to graduate from certain things. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Who don't like a little bit of fun?
No, who doesn't?
And those are learning lessons.
You have to do it for the plot.
At first, you just gotta move on. Sorry. If your ex described you in one word, what would you say? He would describe me as crazy as hell. Okay. Oh, he said one word, crazy. What would I say? Loving. I think I just love very strongly, and I'm very adamant about what I say. I say it in my music. I say it in real life. I'm so authentically change my feelings. When I feel how I feel, not that you can't change my mind or that I can't be accountable for how I react to those emotions, but I am going to stand on what I said. You hurt my feelings.
Stand on business. You hurt me.
So you're gonna know that.
No, I think that's totally fair. It gets to a point where you're not going to let just anyone play with your feelings, with your time, with your emotions. And if you get upset over someone's behavior, it's because clearly there is something wrong with it.
Right. I think it becomes a problem if you are hurting other people because you're hurt. But if somebody hurt you and you want to tell them a million times, you tell them a million times.
I think that's agreeable. But then again, I'm a TEIRON enabler. I'm going to enable anything he got to say in this interview. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just the way it goes. He's part of my team. Let's do one last question. And then from that point on, you can share any announcements, any messages that you would like to your fans out there. All right? That sounds good?
Sounds great. Do you argue back or do you vanish until the storm passes? I argue back. I am from New Orleans. I'm from the South. You are going to hear my mouth.
You gonna hear it.
You at least have to hear it. It don't have to be nothing crazy, but I am gonna argue back. Extra driving crazy to like back and wait. Nah, I gotta say it.
Okay, I can definitely see you being like, you think that you're already over the topic and you don't want to touch it again. You're probably tired about it, and then you're like, I'm sorry, but what really bothered me...
oh, you know me very well.
No, because that used to be me at one point. So I really can't blame you, because it's like, no, like, I gotta get this off my chest, and you're gonna hear me talk about it until I'm done. You know, if you don't like it, then that's a problem.
The last relationship that I was in, that was the constant thing, because you're like, you know, talk about it. You already said that you were upset about it, but I'm like, okay, I'm upset from a different angle. Okay, I was upset because of this way, but also if you really think about it, now I'm upset for it because of Y, X, and Z. But like, also feel like if the roles were reversed and you woke up on Tuesday mad again from what happened Sunday, I'm gonna still be there and I'm still having the conversation. So I would like the same respect. I might apologize or be over it that little night. At 6 in the morning, I might wake up and be like, you know what? I'm not over it.
No, I'm not over it.
I'm more upset. What we're gonna do. And those things don't have to be the end of it all. We just gotta work for it. Continue.
Period. These TEIRON, y'all, dropping gems, okay? I don't know if he's okay with y'all taking relationship advice from him right now.
I would.
But, you know, with a grain of salt. But it might work for you. Has it worked for you?
No. I wouldn't take no relationship advice from me. I am still learning. The best that I would take from me is to love yourself, love who's ever around you in that moment. All we have between each other. Relationship advice, still probably not. To share something to everyone that is listening, currently am having a film that will come out soon. It's called Crown. I'll announce it officially, but keep a lookout for that. Music is still in the works. Continue to love yourself, invest into yourself, invest into what you have going on. Because if you don't believe you, nobody else will. So invest. Put everything you got, every last cent and dime, is gonna come back 10 times fold. For sure. You too. Like, for real. Like,
so much. TEIRON say Missy Collar, what's good?
You see that?
Thank you so much, y'all, for joining us tonight on this episode of In the Cut. If you really like this video and you would like to continue supporting, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and most importantly, share with your friends. Thank you so much, and see y'all in the next one. Mwah.